Welcome to Face West and this review of the Sunto Spartan Ultra. The Spartan Ultra is a combination of an outdoor watch with a barometric altimeter, compass and GPS, plus the features of a smartwatch, so Bluetooth connectivity to heart rate belt, phone app and notifications on your telephone. The Spartan Ultra is a rechargeable watch, so you don't check it. It's one that you have to connect to your computer or to a USB socket and charge. It's got a full GPS and barometric altimeter. As you can see, it's quite a chunky watch, but no more chunky than the other similar watches from Sunto, the Ambit 3 and from the competitors. This particular model is the black, which is a black body but with a silver bezel and pushers. There is also an all black version, which, as the name suggests, doesn't have this silver, it is all black. And then the black titanium has a titanium bezel and pushers. So because it's a touch screen watch, it goes into lock mode quite quickly if you don't use it. And now you can see, although it's just not doing anything, shows the time and the date. If I want to bring it out of lock mode, I just press any button. The backlight comes on, it takes a few seconds, and then it is active now. And you can see on the right hand side there, one of the icons that's my logbook, the little man, how much I've done. And if I tap the screen, it will change. If I can tap on top of that, it changes. That's the dual time, and that's my altitude. So you can see this first mode, I've got the clock there. If I scroll down, I can go into exercise mode. So like most phones, I've got scroll up, scroll down. Later on, if I go into a menu, so if I go left into running, I can go back to exercise and then up to the clock. So I can move around, and you very quickly, it's just like a smartphone, you get the hang of it. So I've got exercise, navigation, logbook, stopwatch, so the stopwatch separate from the recording logbook, and the watch settings. One thing you notice is that, in difference to a lot of smart technology, this isn't a circular menu. When I get to one end, it won't go anywhere, and then I go back the other way, go past the thing, the clock. This is my daily pedometer, just resets automatically. That's my training, total of 0 hours, so I don't have any log files saved, no recovery time needed, and that's the bottom of the other end. So it is a linear, not a circular thing. So let's go, so exercise, and then you can also use the buttons to do exactly the same thing, so it is a dual input method. Okay, and then to tap on the screen is to enter, or you can press the middle button is also enter. So navigation, I'm going to navigation, and then I've got the routes, which the options, I should go the routes, compass, navigation, settings. So, and then I can go back, navigation, and then try the clock. When I'm on the main watch face screen, I can tap the screen and hold, and it takes me into settings and customize. So I choose customize. And here I've got a choice of the 6 watch faces, 4 analog and 2 digital, that allow me to just choose the look and feel of my watch. So let's say we'll change to this digital one, tap on that, and just goes back, and then I've got a digital watch. The other shortcut I've got there is into settings. So that we showed how I could get to that from the other menu, and then I've got connectivity, which is sort of Bluetooth, outdoor features, like setting the altimeter, that kind of thing. I'll go back out of there. Navigation, notifications, watch face, and airplane mode. As this is a Bluetooth enabled device, you have to be able to put it in airplane mode for safe airplane transport. Okay, so that's a brief look at the actual controls of the Sunto Spartan Ultra. The Spartan Ultra has a lot of preset sporting activities in it: trail running, cycling, mountain biking, other ski touring. And I believe there are about 70 of these predefined sport modes. Now, that sounds brilliant because you're bound to find something that displays the data you're interested in seeing, even if it's not got quite the right name for you. But the old Ambit 3, there are three, on the Ambit 3 there were 3 lines in the display, and you could choose any of the data in any of the lines and make up your own sports modes. And you can't do that in the Spartan Ultra. Spartan Ultra currently, you have to use one of the preset sport modes. So to get around that, they've obviously just put in 70 different ones, probably covering just about every combination of display that you could be asking for. But you can't make your own like you could with the Ambit 3. Many other the features are actually pretty similar to the Ambit 3. So for instance, the notifications, they're all pretty much the same. So if I just dial my phone here, so I'm here, I'm just about to go for a run, and then someone rings me up. Okay, so there we go. My wife ringing me up, and my watch beeps and vibrates to tell me that she is ringing me. Now, of course, I can't answer the phone. I can't answer missed call rosy pictures. I can't answer the phone from my watch, but if I'm out running or my phone's in my bag, by sort of knowing who's calling me, I can decide whether to answer the phone or not. It's the same when I get a text message. If I get a text message, then it will come up with who the text message is from, and it displays a certain number of characters, the first certain number of characters in the text message. And actually, it's like a couple of lines, so it's normally enough for you to get an idea about what the text message is about. And in my opinion, like when you're out doing a lot of stuff, and you often have your phone with you, but you don't have it in your hand, and I certainly don't put mine in an arm holster or anything like that, then it's great because you're running along, your phone rings, you get a message, and you can look at your watch and decide whether to stop and get your phone out or not. I think it's one of the best things about a Bluetooth enabled watch. I believe you can also get some other reminders. I've certainly noticed that if you've got the Facebook app on and there's a post that Facebook will tell you about them, those kind of things also come up on your watch. They come up for like 15 seconds and then they disappear again. It doesn't store them up anywhere. You can't go back and look at them afterwards. They're just a sort of actual notification that something is going on. We talked about the lock screen earlier. There's also a thing where if the Spartan Ultra detects that it hasn't moved for a while, it kind of goes into a power save mode. So if I left it on the table and didn't touch it, not only would it lock, but then it would eventually turn the screen off because it just thought, well, I'm not moving. It really knows that it's not being worn, so it sort of goes into power save mode. And what you find is that the notifications do not go to the watch in that mode. And if you sort of touch the watch or pick it up, and normally it'll activate itself, and the last notification that it would have just displayed comes up, even though that might be a little bit out of date now. So, but I mean, the notification is a very good feature of the watch. There you can see that after a little not touching the watch for a while, it just goes back to clock screen, but it's not locked yet. I think it takes a few minutes for it to lock. Let's have a look at some of the others. This is logbook. Here is a summary of the things I've recorded with my watch, and you can see just in the last couple of minutes we've done 2 running files and a circuit training file, and so I could review my other exercises. After logbook, we've also, what else have we got up here? Stopwatch. Very, very simple stopwatch that's accessed without the recording function. Literally, this is it. Does it even have a lap? No. So I can reset. I can reset and I can start it. Okay, so it is. You can't even take a lap. It's that simple. So that is the stopwatch. back, stopwatch, settings we've looked at. Okay, so that is the basic operation of the Spartan Ultra.